Pilate thought that a severe scourging of Jesus might placate the fury of the ungrateful people and soothe the envy of the priests and the scribes. But the perfidious Jews were clothed in the guise of demons, or rather transformed into demons, who exert more furious rage against those who render more helpless and wretched, who then they see anyone most helpless say, "Let us pursue him now, since he has none to defend nor free him from our hands." It even tells you about the first speech of Satan, what he's got planned with his minions. The very first speech after the crucifixion of Christ, when he was hailed into the riven clouds. Lucifer, although knowing that God would to assume human flesh, nevertheless knew nothing of the manner and the circumstances of the incarnation, as he was permitted to form an opinion of this ministry in accordance with his pride. He was full of hallucinations, sometimes believing Christ to be God on account of his miracles, sometimes rejecting such an opinion on account of seeing him poor, humiliated, afflicted, fatigued, harassed by these contradicting evidences. But the command of the most blessed Mary, enforced by the divine power, detained them and enhanced their fiercest dragons, compelled them to accompany Christ to Calvary. Lucifer and his demons, as soon as they saw the Lord taking the cross upon his sacred shoulders, wished to fly and cast themselves into hell, for at the moment they began to feel with greater force the operations of his divine power. The ends of the mysterious chain that bound them were placed into the hands of Mary, the great Queen, who by the power of her divine Son held them all in subjection and bondage. Lucifer and his infernal hosts were so overwhelmed with pains and torments by the presence of the Lord and his blessed Mother, and with the fear of the impending ruin, they would have felt greater relief to be allowed to cast themselves into the darkest of hell. But their rabid fury was not that of animals, but that of demons more cruel than dragons. These are the drug cartels. These are the draconians that are taking and raping our kids and possessing people, and they're killing us. And this is what's happening in schools when kids are unaware. They blindside them with things that they can paint the eyelids with, going back to the days of Noah, and in Egypt when they used to paint the eyelids to con the people into thinking they had power, and they didn't. They con the masses into basically killing all the children of the firstborn. And it goes back to one of the pharaohs where he was basically making a deal to wipe all the kids. Same thing happened with Eisenhower, where he sold off mankind to these reptilians. It's happening, and it's happening in our time. Evil spirits were out from Calvary and participated to the deepest, more violent and suddenly than a flash of light through the riven cloud.